falls apart, and my kids love this. I am making pot roast for dinner tonight. On the weekends, I would put this in the slow cooker, and then it'll be ready by dinner time. But I had some chicken in the slow cooker today for meal prep, so I'm gonna put this in my pressure cooker. So this is a 3-pound chuck roast, and it will fit in the pressure cooker, but because I want to sear it first, it'll be a little too large. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in half. We're not fancy people, so it's okay if I serve it like this to my family. So before I sear it, I'm going to go ahead and season it with some salt and pepper on both sides. Salt first. And then my pressure cooker is already on saute, and so I'm just going to drop some oil in it to warm up. And then let me get some cracked pepper on. This is the Instant Pot IP Duo, I believe. So it's, oh yeah, IP Duo right here, and it's 6 quarts. And this is, I guess, kind of the middle range model. They just released a model that's Bluetooth, and I think it's a 7-in-1. This one you can do soup, meat, bean chili, poultry, rice, a multigrain, porridge, steam, and of course, these functions are for the pressure cooking. So I think my pressure cooker's already hot, so I'm going to go ahead and plop that in. Just kind of set it on there, and I'm going to go ahead and pepper the other side. And so I'm going to just work on browning the meat, and then I will bring you back when I start adding in the ingredients. So this already browned on one side. I don't know if you can see that. But one thing that I love about the Instant Pot is that the bowl is stainless steel, so I don't have to worry about scratching it or anything like that whenever I'm like searing meat in it. Okay, so I am done browning my meat. It's over here. And you by no means need to brown your meat. You could drop it in like you would a slow cooker, but I just do because you can do it right in the pot. It's a one pot kind of a thing, so it's really no big deal. The recipe calls for a 1/3 cup of soy sauce, which I'm just going to drop in. And then I'm going to add a cup of chicken broth. You can add beef broth. Chicken broth is just what I had. Open already. And then I'm going to add my onion soup packet, and this is what I made the other day and I planned on using in my roast, so I'm just going to drop it in and give it a good mix. Let everything kind of incorporate. And then I'm going to drop in 2 crushed garlic cloves. Put my roast back in. It's all coming apart now. But it'll still be delicious. Make sure it kind of gets into those juices. And let's see here. There we go. So it is easy as 1, 2, 3, really. And I'm going to put the lid back on. I always have a hard time putting this lid on. Oh my god, I'm awful. Okay, there we go. So you want to make sure you put the seal to sealing. Sometimes I forget, and so it's just like venting during the whole way. And then what I do is put the program, let me see if you can see that, on meat. And this is a 3-pound chuck roast. So I'm going to go ahead and do it for about, I'm going to go ahead and start it off at about 60 minutes. And I probably want to do about an hour and 20 minutes. But since I want to add some carrots and potatoes at the end, I'm going to do it for 60, open it up. I'm going to do a quick release, open it up, and then I'm going to add the carrots and potatoes so, it won't get so mushy. And so the pressure cooker automatically turned on. Once it reaches pressure, it'll start counting down the time. So that's easy, guys. Sometimes I bust this out for a weeknight dinner because I'm rushing home. I don't have time to cook a roast in the oven, and the pressure cook will do it like that. So if you're afraid of pressure cookers, maybe electric is the way to go for your first time. This is my first time, so I went with the Instant Pot. Okay, so I moved my pressure cooker over to this counter so that I could roll my dough on the island. So it counted down to 0. Right now it's at keep warm phase, but I need to add carrots. So I'm going to do a quick release of the steam. And you want to make sure you're not in the way. That steam will burn you. I'm going to move the steam away from my wood cabinet. Once it fully releases the pressure, I am going to add the carrots in. Okay, there it is, guys, my roast. I'm going to drop in some carrots. I'm just using the baby carrots I bought earlier today. I dropped some in. I don't have any potatoes ready, so, or any other vegetables for that matter, so I'm just going to do that. And check on the roast. Yeah, it could still go for 20 more minutes. So I'm going to put this back on. We all know how good at I am at closing this thing. Put it back to steam. Don't forget that. And then I'm going to put it back on meat for 20 minutes. And then let it get to pressure and start cooking. Okay, so it finished, and I already did a quick release. Normally I'd want to do a natural release, but I want to check to see if the carrots are done. And if they're not done, I'll add more time to it. Okay, check it out. It is still bubbling. And I checked one carrot already. This big one up top. It's tender, so it is done. I don't want to take out all of it because I want to wait for my husband to get home. But I will take out some and put it on a plate because I am going to feed my kids. So here's a plate I'm going to serve up to my kids. They have some carrots, some meat, and some rice with barley in it. So let's take a look at the meat. It's really tender. Just falls apart, and my kids love this. I grew up eating soy sauce all my life, so this meat is just so delicious to me, and I hope you guys try it sometime this week, and I hope you like it. If you decide to cook it in a slow cooker, I would just cook it on low for about 8 to 10 hours. All right, y'all, talk to you later.